Jessica is a fan of problematic music, macaroni and cheese, and reading in bed. Her most recent writerly obsession is Pamela Zoline. She is happy to be the GSA for the Center for African American Poetry and Poetics, and is jazzed that she recently had a story accepted by Tahoma Literary Review. I can't read. Mostly because that draft she turned in was riddled with dangling modifiers and grammatical errors. Please welcome Jessica.
Up in all of the comments I received from folks in my workshop with UNF. We get it together. I'm really excited to be here. It was a huge decision. Your faces are beautiful. So I, in my mind, in a dark corner of it, am working on a collection in my mind called Mythology of a Weed, and thinking about like things that we find kind of beautiful until they're unwanted. We figure out that people are excising them and that, you know, they're troublesome in some kind of way, but not in their visual sense. And these things are all candidates to be in that. And it's pretty straight poetry. There's nothing too experimental. If there is, let me know, make a note. I'm gonna start with two. I'm gonna ask you if you're tired, and if you're not, then I'll continue. Okay? It should also be underneath 8 minutes. This is called, everyone's familiar with Sula. Yeah. All right, so this is a poem where Nell speaks to Sula, and it's called Nell Talking to Sula. When you returned with thundering wings and black holes for your feet and for your sex, just everything sucked up into you. The lips of your pores pushed up baby's breath, and the bottom lay plain, like open legs, mouths between knees, dry with what they will never know. My grave will be marked, unknown infant. You died with your jaw open, while I never learned how to be hungry. Your hunger is a murderer, Sula, and in that way, it doesn't have to apologize. Everything just washes up in you, dead. Curiosity can't kill a black cat in the dark. Everyone is cleaned with you, plucked clean and unreturned. It is a curse to smell like the wide world. You walk too much like her. Your black ass proven that the world is still round. But we keep our mouths stuffed with nettle and sage. Let you take, because you know too many of our secrets. When you returned, you sopped us up with what you brought with you. Memory 1, when you're too young to know that you are alive because you've killed. When I ate the butterfly, I stalked it by the hibiscus first, like a stray cat. The wings melted to my tongue like triangles of silk. When my aunt caught me, she pinched my jaws as if I were a snake and said, "Someday, that will be someone's wherewithal down in there." My aunts, grand or otherwise, were not surprised when on a summer day, too hot for hurricane, I ate the white cubes hiding under my great aunt's reclining chair, mistaking the white clay for white fudge. The river mucus, the hill blood squished wetly with my spit between my teeth, may be this orbit of aunts, my mother there, but still an aunt to someone. Maybe they know the secret to eating dirt, or they're just that hungry. I spy a cricket in the corner and snatch its greenness in my jaws. It creaks one last time before I look up from my haunches. There is a broomstick at my funeral mound of a child's belly, and my aunt again asks me, Just what is so hungry down in there? You guys okay?
Great.
Continue? Okay. So, who's familiar with Mr. Vegas? Heads high, kill 'em. Raise your hand if you know the song. Okay. All right. So there's a myth that Mr. Vegas was interviewed about the song, right? And the song is in patois, so everybody is like, what does it mean? Like the work phenomena. And he said, oh, it's a song telling kids to go to school. But the song is actually like a musical polemic against young women giving head. So this piece includes lyrics from that. So just for translation, there's a lyric that says, "Na boy never rope you in for no ice cream," which means a guy's never convinced you to suck his dick. And no man ain't got no secret for you, which is kind of like a way of saying there's nothing that a man can teach you that you can't figure out on your own in regards to sex, so to speak. So this is called Na boy. Heads high. This man sings it from the radio like a prayer call in nasal pitch. You feel my spine in the long mirror in great-grandma's room. I have asked you to teach me to dance, like I asked you to comb out my hair when we bathed together before we were old enough for showers and cotton between our legs. You stop at my tail, and he commands, kill him with the no. You guide my hip joints to slide between your palms. You put your cheek, brown and warm, against mine. He means to tell us to not suck off the boys. You have a mole over your bow-shaped mouth I like to touch. You pinch your heavy tongue between your teeth. My thighs, just so. I polish off the winding up with a snap of cold peas. No man never rope you in for no ice cream. You sing it with him. Your cat smile on my shoulder. Press your face into my jaw. Your flat-ironed page boy haircut. Your dimples. Your silver-looped fingers hold my hips the same as I once saw you hold a lizard that had a broken tail. You turn me and I can see my reflection in your eyes and our thighs dovetail. Kill him with the no. Our hip bones coil into equation symbols, knocking together. I am on the arc of his calling to forget all the boys. You adjust your pubis to form a butterfly and kiss, and I wonder if I'm learning all of this fast and good enough for you. Now boy ain't got no secret for you. Now that we are pleated, you say, first cousin, first kiss. This is something that old people say to keep boy cousins and girl cousins from being behind closed doors. Your ringed fingers are in the roots of my hair, and I am molding together our curlicues. Gaining accuracy with each tick and pop, you like my browning, and I can feel the agony coming on. Kill him with the no. No boy ain't got no secret for you. Then you are a key mush between my jaw and cheek. In the space where my tongue can't reach, we are pressing our salty firths together. Now boy ain't got no secret for you. And we are frothing, and it is a summer that feels like a fist full of genepa, and we are girls, and we are right. Woo! So this last one is called Playground, the periods separating the two words. At the cast of her thin finger, I become. You be the father, she said. You be the husband, she commanded. I thought of everything a 7-year-old girl with white keloids on her knees could know about these things. From the top of the planked castle, I examined the sky as a witch would a yoke. I tried, or so it seemed, to swallow all the rain clouds. I recall how in my house the line between boys and girls comes down to a cunning. I lay my flatness against hers and push forward. Two ends of the world grinding to salt. She grabbed the pockets of my red jumper and pulled, thrusted, cheeks flushed with blood, 2 children losing breath. Then she said, you be the boy, Eat this. Kiss me. Chase me when I leave. I waited. She turned her back to me to prepare to go down the single petal of a slide. Before she could leave, I pushed her from the top, sending her braided head down first, sending her to crumple at the bottom. I slide down after her. I smile over her scraped face and I said, I'm sorry. I love you. Please don't tell. Thank you.